huge opportunity for both of these teams to get a boost and find a way to break into the top 25 if they can come out with a victory. It's the James Madison Dukes and the Tulane Green Wave. Reese Davis along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. We'll hear from Holly Rowe in a bit down on the sideline. Kick it off to get this game underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Both these teams just outside the top 25 and really needing to win a game like this to vault their way into the rankings.
And it's just amazing winning a game like this, what it can do for your program, right? Recruiting, your confidence. Everything is better when you've got the number beside your name. And, David, one of these two teams is going to get that number if they pull out the win.
No doubt. And you continue to start the season off and build, right? Because you started with preseason, and you start with getting into the year, and now you're starting to build and build and build and build that momentum. Getting a win against a really good team, finding out who you are, can set the tone for your season.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on 4th down. Here comes the heat. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. They make the stop, but not before. He gets enough to convert on 4th down, and rolling the dice pays off. And the Dukes are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Handoff to the single running back. Could be an out. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, James Madison.
And that's a great job finishing the drive. But, man, I got to go back. I love the 4th down call. Being aggressive. First drive of the football game for this offense. They set a tone. They cap it off. They create momentum to start.
He'll bring it out. It's Lucas. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. making side adjustments here. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Takes a hit as he fires. Makes the catch. It's Hill. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
You open a drive like that, and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. The run inside. It's Lucas.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Pulls it and fires to the left. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Quick catch on 3rd down. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right spot.
Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Grab behind the line. It's Hill. There he goes. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
The Green Wave picked up a fresh set of downs through the air. Let's see if they go right back to it. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, to say that this guy was unblockable in their last game is definitely an understatement. He was living in the opponent's backfield, and he does it again very early in this one, David. And I know he was a guy this offensive line and this coaching staff were concerned about, and early on, they don't have an answer for him.
I'm about to say that they still have the concerns because, geez, early on, he's in the backfield right away. Got to have some kind of an answer, man. First of all, maybe not run towards his side. Secondly, maybe we double team him, but there's got to be a plan because when you get near him.
Punt, and he's got room. Got enough space. Touchdown, Tulane. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up. They find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
And he puts through the extra point. They march 79 yards on the drive, and the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Handoff to the single back. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Just feeds the running back. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. The Dukes moving quickly to the line. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Give to the running back. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, "Sit down, sir."
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
It's so nice when you know. Third and long, you know a pass is coming. You worked on it all week. Get your feet set at the sticks. Understand that quarterback's got to be rushed. Get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Dukes decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll take it on the return. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. Absolutely nothing settled, deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Quarterback making checks. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Tulane working with a fresh set of downs as we open this second quarter. Looking to throw on 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go. Makes the grab. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
To the air on 1st down. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
So now it's 2nd and long. Send the tight end in motion.
Enter! Spear! Punch!
Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Defense has to stay out of that neutral zone. It's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. On target. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Running backs are wide receivers. They do such a great job nowadays out of the backfield. All you got to do, dump it to him. Get it to him quick, and he'll make the rest happen with his running back skills. But they do so much work with wide receivers in practice that they basically have become wide receivers now.
They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Lucas. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And that's a really good job by the defense. Sometimes when you play man coverage on the back, man, sometimes your eyes get lost and you start looking at the quarterback. He didn't lose vision on his man. He saw him break. He broke with him, broke on the football, and did a great job getting there and being physical and getting that guy on the ground.
Snags it, and there's headed to the end zone. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. They're working that left side. Touchdown, Green Wave! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this offense right now, they're doing some damage through the air. That's now their 2nd passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. James Madison's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Got a man. It's Harrison. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you get...
There's a crease. He's at the 20. He is in. Touchdown, Dukes. And a huge run from the back for 6.
man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy, he makes a big play. Yes, please.
From the gun. Here's a heat. He's into the end zone again. A little icing on the cake with a two-point conversion after the long touchdown run. The returner will field it and bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Lucas. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll move the tight end. Quarterback making adjustments. Motion from the wideout. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Good timing on the quick out. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Tulane right back to the line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Here comes Tulane after picking up the 1st down. With the catch, it's Daniels. Makes the grab in their space. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Green Wave. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
That's just such a great way to answer. Your defense just gives up a touchdown, no problem. Offense come out, see what the defense is in. The passing game makes the big play down the field and the immediate answer to get the momentum back in this football game.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle and he would have hit that thing. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got him. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He's got him wide open. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. Now let's see if they can follow up that huge play. 1st and 10 from the 23. They'll leave it with the lone back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Working that left side now. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels, and now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Dukes! Buckle up, boys. I think more scores are coming.
And with that score, they now tie the game. The extra point will give them the lead. Maybe they'll be able to take that lead in at halftime. That is huge for their momentum. That touchdown, massive for their confidence as well. And they're going to have to make a few tweaks here at halftime. They're going to have to do things a little bit differently in the second half. But no doubt about it, that touchdown was huge for this offense.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Creates a little room. Breaks into the open. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with the Texas A&M Aggies taking on the Missouri State Bears. And it's Texas A&M looking to win their home opener. They haven't had a ton of success with that in recent years, but they've got the lead right now in the first half. Now let's take a peek at some of the other contests around the country, games that promise to have an impact on the top 25.
The Green Wave offense makes its way onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. He got his hands on it but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week, he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
Tight end now in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fires downfield. Complete to the right. Took it all the way to the 36-yard line, and he flipped the field in an instant.
Ice water in this quarterback's veins, man. 3rd play of the drive. It's 3rd and 10. You know the defense is expecting pass, but this quarterback laser focus. He found the matchup. Great job reading coverage, and that was an absolute dime deep down the field.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Tripped up for the tackle.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Might be changing the route. Gonna look downfield again. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Absolutely center cut. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
They'll snag it just inside the 10. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground.
Woof, that's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
Hands it off. Finds some running room. He'll pick up 4 out to the 12. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to him. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
And a nice play by the defense. 3rd and short, you're thinking run most of the time, but a really nice job playing tight on the wide receivers, playing the pass and giving no space for the offense.
The Dukes will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Running inside, it's Lucas. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He wants to change this route. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He rifles one deep down the right side.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Tulane comes to the line. Lots of work to do on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. and they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Duke's offense, and we'll see what they have schemed up. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. The run to the left. On the move is the 30. Oh, he's got some space. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Makes the grab. It's Keller. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. And the Dukes are in the hurry-up.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take...
Makes the catch, and he's free. Bounced off his feet.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field. The DB just can't stay with them because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
Coming to the line, looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll try to get it through the air. Tosses it incomplete.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. They'll run for it. Maybe a crease. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. It might be a gamble to go for it on 4th down. With that distance, it's a real gamble to keep it on the ground.
Yeah, I don't think the defense was ready for it. I know I certainly wasn't. I don't know about you guys. I thought that was going to be a throw, but they caught him off guard running the football, and they're able to keep this drive alive.
Now from inside the red zone. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
One thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Wide open downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Touchdown, James Madison. That one will give them the lead. He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in this game. 3 of his 6 have come in this one. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. On target to the left. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Tulane right back to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
I think the quarterback just needs to settle down and take his time. Be confident knowing you can step into these throws. When you step into it, it'll help your accuracy. That throw, throwing it off his back foot, led to the incompletion.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
It'll be 3rd and long. He might want another play. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Handoff to the lone back. Crosses the 30, he's got away. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Guys, it's James Madison on top as we've come to the end of the quarter. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Right back to the well. Got enough for the 1st. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening home.
1st down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They go right back to him. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. The lone back's got it. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the 1st down marker. It's 4th down. Timeout is called, and they got it just in the nick of time before the delay of game penalty. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Now, this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. And after that gargantuan 4th down stop, now a chance to put... Might have a chance. The 30, the 20. He's at the touchdown, Tulane. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
No-brainer this late in the game. Up by 1, you got to go for 2 and try to push it out to a 3-point edge. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Into the end zone, the 2-point conversion is good, and now they're up by a field goal. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. 1 snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. The Dukes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's going to run it. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
Really nice timing. Nice job by the quarterback. He drops back to pass, but how about saving your best for when it matters most, late in the ballgame? Biggest run of the day in a big moment.
And the Dukes have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll try to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards. The Dukes come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. Trying to pick it up on the ground.
They're trying to run the football.
They pretty much have to keep the offense on the field, and they'll get right to the line of scrimmage. On 4th down, going to the air. Still on his feet at the 45. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. Not really a huge decision there. You don't want to give up the football at this juncture of the game, and they're able to keep the drive going.
You know, the head coach here obviously feels like punts and field goals are not going to get him back in, and so put this one on your quarterback. Trust in him to go out and execute and give your team a chance to win.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They'll go right back to the run. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That appears to be their junior starting wide receiver, someone they obviously do not want to lose. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his situation. They'd love to make this kick easier by picking up a few on third down. It's 56 yards out from here. Not able to get outside. They tried to run wide, and they got nothing. It'll be fourth down.
The Hurricanes head coach told me before the game, even though their opponent today is not ranked in the top 25, Coach has been warning his players all week, do not overlook anyone. We have to be the best version of ourselves today. I'll keep you posted on how it's going at halftime. Back to you.
Ollie, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And the Canes will kick off first, and here we go. He'll start the return inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 25-yard line, gets it right back to the touchback position, and the offense will take over. Start on the ground with Brown. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
A give to Brown. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
The give, running right, Brown. Picks up the first down. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover. Ncaa. Right on the money. And the screen goes nowhere. They stop him for no gain on the play.
And that's why, as a defense, you can stay in your base personnel because of that linebacker. You don't have to substitute DBs to take on these receivers out in space. This linebacker is quick, he's athletic, and he is outstanding tackling people in the open field.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Quarterback may change this route. Ncaa from the gun on third down. He'll pull it down and run. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that third and long.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
Using his legs, it's Fletcher. Here's a little room there. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. No matter who's been leading the program, Miami always wants to be able to run the ball with some physicality.
Yeah, it starts everything. The line of scrimmage starts everything. That attitude starts everything. And the U is known for attitude. And when they play physical, they've got great teams.
Ncaa got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Quarterbacks work so hard on those mechanics, but sometimes things start moving fast and they get away from it.
But it does, and when you get on that back foot, a lot of times that ball's going to drift, and you're not coming through the target, so you're not putting enough mustard on it to get it to finish through your target and the ball to get there in a hurry. So all those mechanics are things you work on, but you're right. When you put a defense in front of you, it kind of changes that thing a little bit.
Third and 6 yards to go. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. Offense changing the play. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
The defense comes up big time on the 4th down play, trying to get the stop, making sure he doesn't get a first down. The fumble, it's just the icing on the sundae. That's fine. We'll take it, but more importantly, they got the big stop and turnover on downs.
Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The corners are walked up tight. Hand off for Brown.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Facing a 3rd and long. Again, it's Brown. He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the pass is incomplete on 4th down, but hold on just a second. We've got to see what the flag's about. So just a lack of discipline, and on 4th down, too, just hands this offense a 1st and 10. A give to Brown. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. The Cardinals in the hurry-up. Right back to it. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. Ball at the 31, third and short coming, defense trying to rise up. From the gun, wants to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Handoff, Isaac Brown. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he's in, pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gives it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They're in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So they moved the ball 43 yards on that drive, and they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Got a little grass. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Sends it back in motion. Here's Ncaa to throw. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
Man, this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities, mission number one, right? Every single game you go into. Last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
The run inside. It's Fletcher. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Darian Ncaa from the gun on third down. They get to him as he throws.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Here's Brown to begin the drive. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves. They think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone.
Finding some room. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. And the Cardinals will line it up on 1st and 10. Hand off for Brown. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. Caught. Touchdown, Louisville. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Nice drive, nice touchdown. I love this offense's response to what happened a week ago. Listen, we're 0-1, so be it. Let's put the foot on the gas. Let's move forward, get better, and they have in game 2 so far.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Here's Darian Ncaa to throw. Fires on the move. It's caught. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down.
And for the majority of the offseason, we thought Ncaa was going to be starting for Duke in the offseason saga that happened. Obviously, a lot went into it. But here's what you know about Miami quarterbacks in recent history. Cam Ward, the #1 pick. Carson Beck, a lot of experience coming in. Now Darian Ncaa comes in. Miami finds the guy. They have to have that spot covered. And Palmer, they got a really good one.
They have been able to reload. And for anybody that didn't know Darian Ncaa and where he started, just look back to his film just 2 years ago at Tulane when he's absolutely lighting up at the American, wins an ACC championship at Duke, and now filling in for Carson Beck and a team that just went to a national championship. But this is a guy with tons of talent. They think there will be no drop-off at the QB spot. They've got their eyes set on taking one step further this time to win it all.
It'll be 3rd and long. Throwing, Ncaa unloads it downfield. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed pinning them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. And some room to work. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. He lets one fly deep. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. Remember, if your entire body is past the line of scrimmage when you throw the football, that's a penalty. He was, and the penalty will be accepted. Still 3rd down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Rushes on him, and it's a sack.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back games. This guy's notched a sack, starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Ncaa. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. The short hands, it's Wingo. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The Canes will go ahead and call that 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
I'll tell you, I know they're losing the game. It's only the first half, but this offense, obviously, they've spent some time practicing 2-minute throughout the week. You can see they're really in rhythm, they're really in focus, and they're attacking the right areas of the field in order to try to maintain as much clock as possible.
Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Looking for a big play. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Taking it the other way. He's inside the 40. The 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Cardinals.
If you're laser focused on defense and you're dialed into the quarterback and you're breaking on the football when he throws, you get a lot of tips, you get a lot of deflections, and then it just happens to bounce to your guy, and your guy does the rest, takes it all the way back to the house. Big play by this defense.
Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. One more snap coming before halftime. Here's Ncaa to throw. Going for it all. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We begin with Georgia taking on the number 7 team, the LSU Tigers. And it's the Bulldogs, with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
This will push them to 2-0 on the season.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like, this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
The Canes want to pick up the tempo.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, and they corral the ball so they avoid the turnover, but man, did they lose a chunk of yardage.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense, period, that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
Ncaa from the gun on 3rd down. Hit as he throws. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
And man, that's another drive for this offense where it's frustration. You're looking to the sidelines. There's not a lot of juice, man. They haven't been able to get going and put drives together and score points. They've got to find something because this game's starting to creep along.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Wants to adjust the pattern.
Come on, flow. Move it.
Here's Ncaa to throw. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half, down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore, right? Every 4th down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are in the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on. They execute. It's just been that kind of day for this offense.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll run it. It's Brown. There's some room. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical.
Touchdown, Cardinals! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And how about this offense? Another scoring drive. Great job. They seem to be in a much better rhythm than they were a week ago. They're 0-1, lost week 1. They could have got down on themselves. I like the way they bounced back. Now they're going to be 1-1 with this performance.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Trying to impose their will with the run. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. On the ground, it's Hopkins. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
The Cardinals will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal.
Here we go. Ready? Go.
He goes right back to the air, trying to barrel in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great
Touchdown, Cardinals! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the single back. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Throwing Ncaa. He lets it fly. Makes the grab at the 30. Turning on the Jets. Touchdown Hurricanes. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
Looking for the 2-point try.
Over here, balls out.
from the gun. Sweet grab in the end zone for the 2. After that score, they'll try to build some momentum here in the third quarter and get it back with an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
That's the end of the quarter, and Louisville has the edge. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So we open the final period with a third down play.
Ready? Where did he go?
On third down, here's Brown. And he gets it right on the cusp, maybe a few pebbles short of a first down in that football. I see the closed fist from the ref. It'll be fourth down. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. And the Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. On first down, it's Brown again.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. He'll be stopped at the 32, still ground to cover if they want to convert, and fourth down is coming. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Uncorks one. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Louisville. They'll try to add another to their lead. And right down the middle. So they take advantage of good field position and move it 46 yards. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Faced with a third and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Maybe some room here. The 40, the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Miami. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. One more time, it's Brown. Looking for room at the 30. Turning it on! And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Well, obviously, this team didn't get the start they wanted to on the year, coming into this one 0-1, but a great job there getting that drive, putting 6 up on the board. They've got a comfortable lead. They wanted to turn the page and start to build momentum. This is a massive win for this program.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. On the move, it's Fletcher. Makes a pass to Marker. He's into the open down the middle. Running inside the 20. And the Canes are threatening on first and goal. Running the red zone, it's Brown. Pulled down for the tackle.
And let this be a good lesson to all young running backs out there. You just have to know when the play is over. This isn't high school football anymore. You're not going to be able to make every single guy miss, spin out of every tackle, reverse the field, and go score a touchdown. That doesn't happen at this level. Just get what you can get down, and play the next play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, second and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the third down.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Direct snap. It's Fletcher. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
They punt it away on 4th down. And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll start on the ground with Brown. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
This is a live look at the Swamp, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium in Gainesville. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the Florida Gators. Reese Davis, Dave Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
I caught up with Oklahoma's head coach before the game. This is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all week at practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Guys?
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. So Oklahoma's kicker headed to the football to start this 2026 season. He'll bring it back looking for help. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. carry of the season for this transfer. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again.
Here we go. Ready. Ready, go.
That's reeled in. It's Jackson. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Making side adjustments here.
Western. Ready, go.
Jones wants to throw it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down.
Freeze. Spider under. Sweep. Bubba. Break. Ready, go.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early. Now a timeout call by the Sooners. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28th.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Handoff to Xavier. He gets it so close to that imaginary yellow line, but I think he's going to be just a tad short. They'll go with Robinson. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. In your own territory, 4th down, no problem at all. They just go for it again.
What about you, Reese? Are you going for that?
Yeah, man. And the Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Give running right, it's Robinson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Robinson. Could be an alley. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
There he goes. Got enough for the first. Bust through behind his pad. Touchdown, Oklahoma. He would not be denied. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. And man, did he find a way to close with that 48-yard run for 6. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their... Oh, the ball's out on the return. Almost a disaster on that return, but they jump on it, and they'll maintain possession.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that. The head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Quarterback making checks. Wide receiver comes in motion. Finds his man. It's Mays. Great move. Now he's got room. There he goes. Touchdown, Gators. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. Extra point here will tie the game. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Yeah, we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Give to the running back. Stumbled to the ground.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back. There's a crease. And picks up the first down. He's racked up 92 yards on the ground in this first quarter. That is a terrific start.
And that's the second time today, man. Like, you see, it looks like he's going in fast forward. He's got some jets, man. This guy can really, really move. This offense does such a nice job of finding creative ways to get him the football. And we've already seen it today. A couple of explosive plays, and they're going to continue to feature this young man.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback keep. Runs through a tackle. At the 45 on his way. There he goes. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown Sooners.
This quarterback is so unique and he's so special because of his running ability, his wiggle, his speed, and his burst in the open field. He's like a running back playing the quarterback position, and he shows you that on that play.
bringing it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Pulls it in. It's ball. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. And that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
And that's a really good job by the quarterback, man. You run the play action, you want to take a shot. Nice job taking the check down. Running back does the rest and chews up some yardage.
Quarterback making adjustments.
Over. Go.
Jones to throw. Oh, they're after him. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
To the air on second down. Now he's going to break the pocket. Now he'll fire back into the middle. Snags it down the right side. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead as we get a look at the numbers so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Grab behind the line, it's Wilson. First grab of the season for this highly talented freshman. They believe he's just going to get better each and every snap.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Going to try to get it himself.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Jones wants to throw it. Here's the pressure. Got his man. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Incomplete. He was looking for the score there.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
It's third and goal and third and long. Might be changing the route. Wants to fire it in the end zone on third and goal. Touchdown, Gator! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? You peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost him.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
Man, a lot of times offenses, they feel really good when it's second and short after a good run on first down. You'll see them be aggressive. They choose to run the football, defense ready, now setting up a third and short situation. Are they going to run it 3 times in a row? The defense probably going to be ready for that.
On third down, here's Robinson. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy has had so far, why not hand it off to him on third down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
Handoff to Xavier. Just ran him over. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Really nice run. This guy brings balance to this offense. It's not all high-flying aerial passing attack, too. You go back to Adrian Peterson, DeMarco Murray, Samaje Perine. They've always had guys in these spread-up tempo offenses that have been able to give them balance and force the defense to stay honest. That's
maybe a crease. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Sooners kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll give it to the transfer. First carry. Makes it past the marker. Breaks. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I'm kind of surprised. That's his first rush of the football game, and they give him the football, and you see why this dude is a baller. Like, give him the ball, he can make people miss, and he can hit home runs, put points on the scoreboard really quickly. Jesse, 1 touch, 1 touchdown.
Yeah, and I think the offensive coordinator now is kind of hoping he probably scripted this game a little bit differently. He should have done it on the first drive. He didn't give him any touches, but he's now earned a lot more carries. You're going to see this guy get force-fed now the rest of the game after that run.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He wants to change this route. Jones to throw. Makes the grab. It's Singleton.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Wants to fire on second down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Pass is incomplete, but I think the defense was offsides, and this will probably be a first down. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. They'll go to the air. Quarterback strolling away from heat. That's it, 5. This time it's complete. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. A first down for the offense. Wants to throw it again. Quarterback now breaking the field. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And the defense makes a play, finally. This a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Pulls it in down the middle. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Right back to the well. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
A lot of times on second down, you're thinking pass, especially second, maybe a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easily.
And backed up, first and goal. This defense fighting to hold the lead and carry it to the locker room.
Hey, take it. 2290 Mountain. 2290 Mountain. Go.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
And lost ground on first down. Now second and goal from the 5. Complete. Touchdown, Florida! A great catch and run for 6.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep them contained here late in the half. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Makes the grab on the left. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you've got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. And they're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
Fires left. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily been a catch. Come on, man. You got to catch that and make that a pick.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout in second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They're working that left side. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Unloads it left. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game and all slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
To the air on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that full Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Guys, week 1, the start of a brand new season, and it's our pleasure to welcome you into the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 9 team, the Ole Miss Rebels. And it's the Buckeyes who are rewarded for feeding their star. For some reason, he plays better at home, and this team plays better at home, as they did today.
Returners only get so many chances in a game. You really want to maximize. You want to take it to the house. You want to make those big plays. But a lot of time you forget about that small detail of securing the football. He gave it up, but thank goodness he didn't turn it over.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll be guided out of bounds at the 17, and a productive play there.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Here's Robinson one more time. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And in this game, this guy has shown you why he's one of the best in the country. He has so much ability at the running back position. Speed, quickness, the ability to break tackles, unbelievable vision. Already now with 150 yards rushing, the defense has no answer for him. They've got to find a way to slow this guy down.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Here's a give to Robinson. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
The Sooners have this offense rolling. Takes the handoff. It's Robinson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Handoff to Xavier. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right?
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Handoff for Robinson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You gotta have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Might have a chance. Rams him with the stiff arm. Past the 10. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Jones wants to throw it. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get. Football back.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. And you know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game. You've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
And that is a big-time play. We might go back and circle that one. Like, this game is so close. It gets back and forth, right? Like, it can go any direction. Those are the type plays, man. The catch is there to be made. The offense could make it, but the physicality of the defense in the end zone to prevent that big touchdown.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Absolute shank. Missed it. But there is a flag down, and he might get another shot at this one. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and the defense makes the stop and gets the football back.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass. They forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Third quarter opening week of the season, and they're facing 2nd and 10. He might want another play. Motion from the wide receiver. Jones to throw. Makes the catch. It's Mays. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Pinned just inside their own 20. They need to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. On the run, still looking. On the run, deep down the right side. He's got it on the outside. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. Touchdown, Florida. And they take it in for 6 more points.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. How about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you could tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Moves around to clear up the vision. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Sooners want to move quickly. Looking downfield, it's Batir. Finds his big tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the 4th quarter gets underway. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. He's out past the 35. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
And on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's this
first down here in what has been a highly entertaining Week 0 game. What a welcome to college football for this season. Handoff, Robinson running left. Fighting off the defender.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle, but how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Robinson again. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Gives it on the option. Got enough for the first. And he just keeps moving. Off to the races to the right. Inside the 10. Touchdown Sooners. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. The Sooners come down and score one of their own. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. What a mess. A delay of game on the 2-point conversion attempt. That just can't happen. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And what a way to finish things off with that 51-yard touchdown run. On the run from inside his own 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. Quarterback may change this route. Jones wants to throw it. Stepping to the right. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Pulls and fires complete. Snags it and he's open. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Wants to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the catch. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long.
Here we go. Ready. Ready, 5. Ready, 5. Slid. Under. Crush. Slap. Spider over. Go.
Jones to throw. Here comes the heat. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down.
Return. Ready. Cue.
The offense changing the play.
Sweep. Rat. Box. Play. Go.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. So the fourth down call works out for them as they try to keep the momentum going.
Yeah, that play, Reese, is going to give them a lot of confidence. Here they are. They're trying to scrape and claw themselves back into this one and take the lead. They needed that play.
Flip, flip, flip. Ready, go.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Just gets rid of it before the heat. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
One possession game. You have got to be able to give your quarterback an opportunity to survey the field. He didn't have it that time. Got hit and affected the accuracy, and it falls incomplete.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone.
Flash, flash. Chip, chip. Rock, rock, rock. Ready to go.
Jones wants to throw it. Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators. The Gators answer right back. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. They'll start on the ground with Xavier Robinson. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Whistle blows, clock stopped, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Xavier again. This time the defense was ready and they stop him in his tracks.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. Touchdown, Gators! What a play! Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
It's the one thing the head coach challenges his team with, guys. Late in games in the 4th quarter, tie ball game, who's going to step up and make a play? That guy did right there. Picking it off, taking it to the house.
On the move from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. He leaves it with the back. Running to Green. Turning it on. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
Well, running the ball there and getting the first down is big. You've got 3 timeouts, and this might be a place where you want to just use one here.
Here's a little room there. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking.
And on offense, you need a touchdown now to win this football game, obviously. I like the call of running the ball, trying to keep the defense off balance here, but you got to keep it up. You're going to have to mix up your looks and see if you can keep this defense guessing.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Fires to the wideout. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
And that's a good job by this defense. The 2-minute situations can be tough, especially communicating, and you know they want to push the ball down the field, but a lot of times it's towards the sidelines. They protect the middle of the field, play great defense all across the board.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. On the run, it's Avant. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. And that is interception number 3 on the day. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
I just love the aggressive...